Hello class, in this lesson we'll be looking at Microsoft Word chapter 3, pause and practice 3-1. Okay, so in order to do that, click on library, click on Microsoft Office, click on Office 2019, select Word and go all the way to chapter 3, and we are doing pause and practice 3-1. Okay, for that you will need this file. Click on this and download the file. I've already downloaded that here. When you click on it, it downloads, and then please open that file. Okay, and let's go to task number 2, which is save the document as ppw31, which is pause and practice Word 3-1. So file, save as, browse, your initials ppw3 1. We'll save it on my desktop, then click save. Okay, now the task to change your username and initials, click on the tracking launcher, which is in the review tab and tracking group. So when you go to tracking, if some of them you'll have to maximize in order to see that, click on the tracking launcher. You see this is the tracking launcher here, so click on that, and then you will have to go and complete the action. So it says you will have to complete, click on the tracking tab, which we have done already, and click on the change username, click on that, and then you will have to change your first name and the last name in the username box in the personalized copy Microsoft area. So you could actually do this, go to username, and I already have my name in here and your initials in lowercase d L. So you just have to change it. If you have any other things, just change it to your initials. Okay, so that's change username in the lowercase. So I've written the initials in the lowercase, and then check always use these values regardless of sign into Office box. Click on this, it says useless, and then click OK for both. So click always, click OK, and click OK. So that's task 2. Task 3. Task 4, we're going to do change display for review view. So click on display for review drop down in the review tab tracking group. So review tab tracking group, you will have to look at display for review. No, so click on this, you will see display for review. So we are in task 4. Click display to review view. Click on the display to review drop down list. It is in the review tab tracking group. So review tab tracking group, if you click on this, you see display for review. So we'll have to click the drop down list next to the display to review, and then select the original document. So select on this and click on original. Okay, that's this one. Then click on the review drop down list again and select no markup while final document. So click on this again and then click no markup. So that's it. Then click on the review drop down list again and select simple markup. So go back to display for review, the drop down list, and then select simple markup. Okay, so which comes back to the same original thing. Click on show comments button in the review tab comments group. So review tab comments group, show comments. Now this will actually show you all the comments that are here. So when you click on that, it tells you all the online comments that have been written here. Okay, and the next one is click for display for review drop down list again, which is in the tracking group, and then display for review drop down list, and then you select all markup. So all markup, so it shows the markup and the comments. Okay, that's task 4. Next one, display reviewing pane and reject changes. So click on the reviewing pane drop down menu, which is in the review tab tracking group, and then you click on the reviewing pane, and then click on select the reviewing panel vertical. See, it's here, the reviewing panel vertical is right here if you would like to see. Okay, so let me just make this window a little bit bigger so we are able to see the comments and here. So let's move to the bulleted item Kelsey Crore moved insertion in the reviewing pane. So let's move to Kelsey Crore moved insertion 1, which is here, and then you click on this, right click and reject move. So you could go right click on that and say reject the move. Okay, so the reject the move, and then it actually gets rejected. You could accept the change or reject it depending upon what kind of comment is written here. Okay, so click the upper X column, which is here, to close the reviewing pane. Okay, so that closes the reviewing pane. Okay, next one, to accept the changes, place the insertion point at the beginning of the document. You can either go down all the way like this and click here, or wherever you are, if you press Control and Home button, it will take you to the beginning of the document. So press Control Home to go to the beginning of the document, which is here, and then click Next button in the Review tab. So Review tab changes group. So Review, Change Comments or Changes group. Go to next, which is this or this. This is back and this is next. Okay, if you make it a little bit bigger, you'll be able to see next and back. Okay, so it says click on the next button, select the first change, left margins change. So click on next, and then to select the first change. Okay, so we have accepted the first change. The next one is to click on the top half of the accept button to accept the change. So when you click on this, the accept, do not click here, but click here on the top bar to accept the change. So you have accepted the first change, which the comments has been suggested. Okay, right. Next, let's go click to the next button. When you click on the next button again, it goes to the next comment. If you see, this has been highlighted, and then again, if you want, you could go and accept the change that was suggested by doing that. See, so it says reply or resolve after you click accept, so it automatically has been resolved or accepted to resolve. Okay, right. The next one is click the bottom half of the button. If you want, click at this one and then select accept all changes. That's what is suggested here. If you want to accept all the changes in one shot, click the arrow and then select accept all changes. So automatically all changes are being accepted. Okay, right. Next one is task 7. Resolve a comment and reply to a comment. Place the insertion point at the beginning of the document. So wherever you are, press Control and Home. It takes you to the beginning of the document, and then click Next button in the Review Comments group. So in the Review Comments group, click Next. So it takes you to the first comment, and then you could click on the Resolve button or select Resolve comment. So click on this or the arrow, and then you could click on Resolve comment, or you could go to the next button. For example, let's go to the comments and click next. It goes to the next button, and then you could click on reply, and thank you will do. You just have to type. So you can either resolve it right here or click on reply and then type thank you, comma, will do. So if you'd like to say, yes, I would like to accept this and I will change it, and then click on the reply button and then type this and hit enter, automatically it gets resolved. And then, okay, so the next button is, as soon as you type this, you click on the next button. It will take you to the next comment, and then we are doing number 8. So click the next button, and at the top half of the review comment section, delete the comment. Let's say it was just by a simple plain one, or you don't need this comment, you could just go and delete this comment. So you could say top half of the delete button and then delete the comment. Click next to delete, and then you could just click on the top part, and then it automatically deletes that comment. Okay, the next one is number 9. Add comments to a document. Place the insertion on the top of the document. So you could either click here or plus Control Home. It will take you to the beginning of the document. And then if you want to add a new comment, let's say you want to add a new comment, you could click on a new comment, and then there's a new comment that is inserted here. You could go and type. It says here insert cover page and table of contents as the new comment. So we're going to type insert a cover page and table of contents, and then select the first word in the first paragraph there. So let's do this. So automatically this is saved. You don't have to save it. There's no separate save button for comments. But if you could just go to the next one, it says select the first word in the first paragraph there, and then new comment. So you got to select the word. You can either double click it or just select it, and then click on the new comment. So this is a new comment, and another new comment applies with respect to that word. And then we're going to proofread this report one more time. So we're going to write proofread this report one more time. Stop. Okay, so click inside, so it'll automatically get saved. Okay, number 10 is use track changes to revise the document. So click on the top half of the track changes button, which is in the review tab tracking group, and then you have track changes. So if you go to here, you'll see track changes, or if it is maximized, you'll be able to see automatically. So click on track changes in the tab and click on track changes, and then select basic. So you are going to be doing basic transaction, or sorry, basic track changes. So click track changes and click track changes, and then it says select the word basic in the first section of the first body. So it says basic is here, so select the word basic. Just select the word basic, and then it says type general to replace the selected word. So in the first column, the type general to replace the word selected word. So we're going to select basic and type general in terms of it. So if you see, automatically when you say track changes, the old word has been deleted. It shows that the old word basic has been deleted and the new word general has been so if you would like, you could also click a space. If you could click show and hide on home, it will automatically show the information. Okay, right. Next one is place your insertion point after training. So there's a word training here. So if you see the word training here on the heading, and then you could type a space and type program. So if you see, there's a space between ones and type program. Sorry, we are in task 10 verse D. So select the word training in the second section of the heading, personal training guidelines, which is here, personal training guidelines. So insertion point after the word training. So select here after the word training, and then it says add a space and then type program between training and guidelines. So this training and guidelines, put a space and then put program. So if you basically see, all the changes are being in red, so we are able to see the changes that you have done to the document. But when you print it, automatically it's going to be printing in the regular font colors. But this is just to view the track changes. So when you've done all the changes here, you'll be able to see all the changes that have been done and accept all changes if you need it. And then you could click on the top half of the track changes, and then you could, if you want to shut this off, you could just click on this and then click on turn off track changes. So automatically the track changes goes off. Okay, save and close the file. That's the end of Pause and Practice 3-1 Microsoft Word. Thank you.